Red, Upstocks, Paytm and Seat Tyres. It's time for the Vivo Perfect Catch of the Match award. He does many things on the ground, but he's here because he took the catch. A Vivo phone and a check of 1 lakh to Shakib Al Hasan for taking that catch to get rid of Shikhar Dhawan. Here you are, that was Varun Chakravarti. And down at backward point, he's taken a really good catch, running in close. So Shakib Al Hasan is a winner of the Vivo Perfect Catch of the Match. Right, time for the Safari Super Striker of the match. I'm delighted to welcome someone who always plays with a smile on his face. Welcome Shimron Hetmyer. He gets a trophy and a check of 1 lakh for scoring 17 runs of 10 balls at a strike rate of 170. Kumar's a little bit lucky, but then he went on and hit 2 sixes. And as it turned out, those could have been the runs that made a difference. The Dream 11 game changer of the match. The winner gets a trophy and a check of 1 lakh, and the winner is Venkatesh Iyer. 85 fantasy points today for Venkatesh Iyer. 136 to get, and him and Shubman Gill, how well did they play up at the top? The Dream 11 game changer of the match. Now also the Unacademy Let's Crack It Sixes award, and we're back to the young man from Indore and the Kolkata Knight Riders, Venkatesh Iyer, for hitting 3 sixes in the game, and I thought they paced the power play so beautifully, taking the singles and twos from time to time, emerging to hit the 4 and the 6. The Unacademy Let's Crack It Sixes award. Well played. I talked about the power player. Next award is the Cred Power Player of the match. And once again, it's Venkatesh Iyer. 31 not out of 20 balls. They needed a start like that, did the Kolkata Knight Riders, to ensure that the asking rate did not go up, and was well done by Venkatesh Iyer. Yeah, it's not going anywhere. This is the Upstock's most valuable asset of the match, and you add up all the points on the Upstock's Cricket Index, and he gets 21 points. Does Venkatesh Iyer a check of 1 lakh? Morgan, with me? What happened there? What happened there?
Yeah, I don't think now's the time to go into it. We'll obviously dissect what's happened in the last 4 overs of the game there. It should have been a lot easier given the start we got from the 2 openers. Venki again was outstanding with Shubman Gill. They really did set the platform for us. I actually think we had the best of conditions as well. The Dew came in, balls hit it on a little bit better than maybe the first innings. But we're in the final. We won. Do anything to win a game of cricket, and we're delighted with that. We've managed to swing things in our favour this phase of the tournament, and confidence is riding high. So we're delighted to get over the line.
Just because you're England captain, you don't have to do it like England did at the 2019 World Cup, just waiting for the finishing kick at the end.
We are in the entertainment business, so you have to play some entertaining games. So I would much rather we won convincingly well. But obviously, Delhi Capitals are a very good side. We brought them back into the game right up until the last runs were hit. 6 off 2. You'd probably say the odds were in favour of the bowling side. Up stepped Rahul Tripathi. He's done it so many times for us in this phase of the tournament, and that strike at the end was a massive relief.
It must please you that the relatively less experienced players, Shubman Gill, Venkatesh Iyer, Rahul Tripathi, Varun Chakravarti, Shivam Mavi, they stood up in a big game.
Absolutely. I think it's a nice insight into the team culture and how comfortable younger guys coming in, or the less experienced guys coming in, feel free to come and express themselves. Brendan McCullum and all our backroom staff have done a great job creating that environment for young guys to come in and to be able to do that. So full hats off to them.
Did the belief ever waver? I mean, you really didn't give yourself much of a chance at the end of the first stage. Were you in conversations with Brendan, with DK, with the others in the period the IPL was suspended?
Yeah, all the time. With the squad that we have, there's obviously a huge amount of expectation, and that expectation is there for a reason. we've some absolute quality players within our squad, and then whoever make the final 11, obviously, to have that opportunity to go out there and implement our strategy as a team is a huge privilege. Hopefully we get to do that again in 2 days' time. It's something that we're really looking forward to.
And whose idea was it to unearth this Venkatesh Iyer?
Yeah, Iyer, I think it probably came from our coach, Brendan McCullum. He's watched him now, progress, not only in warm-up games but in the nets, grow as a player, and my God, he's been unbelievable in this phase of the tournament for us. So we're delighted to have him in our side. He made that chase look very easy, and it looked like he was playing on a different wicket for the majority of it.
You do know, don't you, that KKR have made 2 finals and never lost?
I do, yeah. It's something that we would like to keep going. Obviously playing against CSK, one of the best franchises across IPL history. They've obviously been extremely consistent in qualifying for playoffs, but obviously been champions on a number of occasions again. But anything can happen in a final.
Wasn't a day for hearts or nails, but thank you very much and well done, Eoin Morgan.
Thank you, Harsh.
There you go, what a game. It became so close towards the end. And it is my happy duty to invite the man of the match for his wonderful performance today and for generally being the player to watch out for in this leg of the Avivo IPL. There's Venkatesh Iyer. You can do a better smile than that, because what you have done here since the IPL moved here has been quite sensational. So, opening the batting or doing a trial balance?
I think I'm doing what has been asked of me, and I'm extremely happy that we won the game. Very dicey in the end, but I'm really happy that we ended on the winning note.
The days of the trial balance are over?
Absolutely. I don't want to go back there.
What's the big difference between the level you were playing at and now coming here playing these big knockout games against some of the best players in the world? I mean, we're seeing some of your shots. What's been the biggest difference between playing there and playing here?
There's no difference, to be honest. I think I've come and played the way that I wanted to play, and I'm extremely delighted that the management has asked me to play that way. I don't see any difference in what happened in the Mushtaq Ali and first class and what's happening here. It's just that there's a bit more pressure, but if you know how to handle that, I think this is a wonderful place for all of us to play cricket.
You're the only player who scored as many 50s as you have in the UAE, which must please you. You've scored a 50 at every ground. But I was more interested in the approach in the power play. Did you and Shubman go out with a specific plan to score a certain number of runs in the power play?
Not really. I think for the past couple of games, I was restricting myself. I was just wanting to be there till the end. Then I realized that that's not me. I just want... In believing that I'll be till there at the end, I was losing out on the present. So I was wanting to stay in the moment and convert the bad balls into boundaries. And once I got the momentum, then I thought this is the way that I should go. And this is the way that I've been playing in the IPL, and I want to keep it going.
So do you give yourself roles? And today I'm going for it, so Shubman holds back a little. Is that how the two of you talk?
Not really. I think Shubman is an exquisite stroke maker. Looking at him makes me, like an amazing player he is. So I just want to compliment him in every way. Yeah. But if I get the bad balls, then I'll ensure that they go to the boundary.
Your life's changing, isn't it? You're now staying on with the Indian team. It must please you, your family, everybody enormously.
Absolutely, but I'm not thinking about it. There's one more game to go, and my entire focus is on that game. Of course, I got the news today, but I really did not give it a lot of thought because a big match tonight, so I wanted to stay completely focused on it, and that will be the case day after as well.
And keep that bowling going along with your batting. Very well played today. It was a pleasure watching you play.
Thanks a lot. Thank you.
And it was indeed. It was a magnificent performance under pressure from young Venkatesh Iyer, and I'm telling you, we're going to see a lot more of him as we go along. So there you are. We've had an absolute heart-stopper, edge-of-the-seat thriller, and eventually Kolkata Knight Riders just making their way into the final after 2012 and 2014, now in 2021.
Comeback की लाजवाब कहानी